Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub. The 2025 Honda Africa Twin 650 enters the adventure motorcycle arena with a bold promise to bring the legendary Africa Twin legacy to a broader range of riders by balancing power, agility, and approachability in a middleweight package. At first glance, it's unmistakably an Africa Twin, tall, poised, and rugged, yet leaner and more agile, tailored for those who crave off-road freedom but want a machine that's just as happy on the daily commute. Honda's approach with the 650 is all about accessibility without sacrificing adventure DNA, and the result is a motorcycle that captures the spirit of overland exploration while making it more manageable for a wider audience. The 2025 model carries forward the unmistakable silhouette that defines the Africa Twin lineup. Towering stance, sharp fairing lines, and a high-mounted beak lend it a sense of readiness, the kind of bike that looks like it just came back from the Dakar Rally. But the 650 isn't just a scaled-down version of its 1,100 cubic centimeters sibling. Honda's designers have put significant thought into making it look and feel like its own machine. The LED headlamp unit is compact but aggressive, framed by vertically stacked DRLs that give it a piercing gaze. There's a new layered fairing design, which channels airflow efficiently while providing effective wind protection. It's less bulky than the 1100, which makes it perfect for those tighter trails or city traffic where the bigger bike can feel like overkill. Underneath the fairings is where Honda has really worked its magic. The Africa Twin 650 is powered by an all-new 652 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine, derived in part from Honda's NC series but completely retuned for the Africa Twin's dual-sport aspirations. Producing around 68 horsepower and 62 Nm of torque, it's got a smooth, tractable character that shines across a wide rev range. Whether you're crawling up a rocky ascent in first gear or cruising at highway speeds in sixth, the engine feels refined, responsive, and ready for whatever the road or trail throws your way. One of the most impressive aspects of the 650's powertrain is its rideability. It's got that classic Honda balance, not overly aggressive, but never lacking. The power delivery is linear and forgiving, making it ideal for newer riders stepping into the adventure world. But experienced riders won't find it dull. The mid-range punch is robust, especially in sport mode, and the twin-cylinder thump adds character that you simply don't get with smaller single-cylinder ADVs. For those wanting more flexibility, Honda also offers this model with their tried-and-true DCT, dual-clutch transmission, which takes all the stress out of shifting, especially in technical off-road conditions or dense urban traffic. Off-road capability remains central to the Africa Twin identity, and the 650 doesn't disappoint. It's built around a semi-double cradle frame that's been strengthened in key areas while keeping weight to a minimum. The suspension setup is impressive for this class, a 43mm Showa SFF BP fork at the front with 210mm of travel, and a ProLink rear shock offering 200mm of travel. Both are fully adjustable, a rarity in the middleweight ADV category. Ground clearance sits at an admirable 240mm, allowing the 650 to confidently handle rutted trails, rocky climbs, and deep puddles without hesitation. The 21-inch front and 18-inch rear wheel combo with tubeless spoke rims is a clear nod to serious off-roaders. It offers that critical front-end feel needed for navigating tricky terrain, while still being stable at highway speeds. Whether it's sand, mud, gravel, or broken tarmac, the Africa Twin 650 holds its composure impressively well. The bike is fitted with Dunlop TrailMax mixture tires as standard, which strike a good balance between on-road longevity and off-road bite, but they can be easily swapped for more aggressive knobbies if your adventures demand it. Electronic rider aids are becoming more common even in this segment, and Honda has equipped the Africa Twin 650 with a solid suite. It comes with 3 ride modes: Tour, Urban, and Off-Road, along with a customizable user mode. Each alters throttle response, traction control sensitivity, and ABS settings. The traction control system is advanced for the segment, offering multiple levels of intervention and the ability to fully disable it for rear-wheel slides when off-road. ABS is cornering sensitive thanks to the IMU, and can be switched off at the rear for full off-road control. On the road, the 650 is surprisingly refined. That long travel suspension soaks up potholes and road irregularities with ease. Wind protection from the adjustable screen is decent, not quite gold wing level, but more than enough for comfortable highway cruising. The seat is plush enough for all-day rides, with an upright riding posture that keeps fatigue at bay. The 835mm seat height might sound intimidating, but the narrow profile at the tank seat junction helps shorter riders get a solid footing. A lower seat option is also available, bringing it down to 810mm. The cockpit is functional and focused. You get a 5-inch TFT color display that's crisp and readable in all lighting conditions, with smartphone connectivity via Honda's RoadSync system. Navigation, calls, music, and messages can all be managed through the handlebar controls or via voice with a helmet intercom. It's not overcomplicated, which is a relief in a world where some bikes feel like smartphone replacements. The cluster also displays key ride data, trip info, fuel consumption, and gear position. USB-C and 12V charging ports come standard. Practicality is another area where the Africa Twin 650 shines. With a 20-liter fuel tank, it offers excellent range, easily over 400 kilometers on a single fill, depending on riding conditions. That makes it perfect for long-distance touring, especially in remote areas where fuel stops are few and far between. Honda has also designed a new luggage system for the 650, with integrated mounts for panniers and a top case that don't require additional brackets. It's a clean, factory-integrated solution that keeps the bike looking tidy even when loaded up for adventure. Braking duties are handled by dual 310mm wave discs up front with 2-piston Nissan calipers, and a 256mm disc at the rear. The feel at the lever is progressive and confidence-inspiring, both on the road and off. Thanks to the bike's light curb weight, around 205 kilograms, it stops quickly and predictably even with a full load of gear and a pillion on board. One of the bike's strongest suits is its versatility. It feels just as at home weaving through urban traffic as it does climbing dusty fire roads. It's light enough for new riders to manage confidently, yet capable enough for seasoned adventurers to push its limits. This versatility makes it an ideal platform for riders transitioning from smaller dual sports or naked bikes into the world of adventure touring. It's also likely to appeal to riders who found the full-size Africa Twin 1100 too large or intimidating for their needs. As for pricing, the 2025 Honda Africa Twin 650 comes in at an estimated starting price of $9,499 for the standard manual transmission model. The DCT-equipped version is priced around $10,299, offering the same rugged capability with added convenience. Considering the level of equipment, performance, and refinement on offer, Honda has managed to keep the Africa Twin 650 competitively priced within the middleweight adventure category. That positions it as a serious rival to bikes like the Yamaha Tenere 700, KTM 790 Adventure, and Suzuki V-Strom 800D, but with the added advantage of Honda's bulletproof reliability and extensive dealer support. In the end, the 2025 Africa Twin 650 isn't just a smaller Africa Twin, it's a complete adventure package in its own right. It respects the pedigree of its legendary namesake while carving out a unique identity in the increasingly competitive middleweight ADV segment. With a great balance of power, features, comfort, and off-road capability, it might just be the perfect bike for riders who want a real adventure companion, one that's ready to go wherever the road ends and the story begins.